Motion sensing bulbs. This might be the easiest and most economical way to increase your safety and security. Whether it's going down dark stairs in your house, trying to increase your security at night around your entranceway, your porch, your deck, whatever it is, these could be the answer. We tested two options, these floodlight bulbs and these more standard bulbs. These have dusk to dawn sensors, but also the motion sensing. So let's go to a top-down shot. We'll get into the details of what the technology is, and then I'll show you three different applications on a porch, on a deck, and interior stairs. There's two kind of bulbs. A traditional looking bulb with this little sensor on top, and this comes in a pack of 4 and they're about $5. This is more of a spotlight, $10 to $15 for this option here. Now this bulb in particular has several options you can choose from. Motion on, dusk to dawn on, motion on, dusk to dawn off, or motion off, dusk to dawn off. So I'm going to have it on motion on, dusk to dawn. You can get dusk to dawn bulbs, but they won't necessarily be motion sensors. The other thing that this has, you can select the level of brightness, 2700 all the way up to 6500. I'm going to put it on 5000. The other thing is the cone of action. I'm going to have this on a porch and a deck and an access to a basement. What you don't want to have is a bulb that's going to see too much this way, because if you have trees or any kind of activity there, it might just constantly set this thing on. Before we install these outside, I'm going to test them in a stairway where the light is continuously left on. And the fixture now is this bulb with the sensor on top. Now I'm going to start walking to the stairs and see when the sensor comes on. Right about the base of the stairs, the sensor came on. So that's good. The sensor will stay on for 40 to 50 seconds and then it will shut itself off if there's no further motion. Okay, the sensor's off. Now I'm going to walk down the stairs and see when it triggers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 stairs down. That may or may not be good enough for you, and it's because of the sharp angle and where the light is up there. Now we'll just swap out the bulbs and check the motion sensor on the floodlight bulb. Here we go, walking down the stairs, see when the sensor comes on. 1, 2, 3, 3. And you can see that it kind of lights it up a little better. Maybe it's the spot. I'm kind of liking this bulb in my stair here. And then it stays on for a couple minutes. So now we'll take the camera downstairs and start from the bottom and see how it does. Okay, now it's in the dark, pretty much a dark basement. Got the timer ready to go. And as soon as the light comes on, I'll start timing it. So walking towards the stairs. At the bottom of the stairs. 1. Okay, so the first stair up, it sensed me and turned on. And I think it, even though it's a lower lumen, it seems to be filling the area much better. Once the floodlight bulb comes on, it stays on for 2 minutes. So the test so far has been pretty interesting. You saw what the motion did on the detection. This one detects a little quicker than this one does, which kind of surprises me because I really thought this sensor was going to do it. And the sensor for the floodlight has got to be somewhere inside, probably in the center. You can find ones that are a little more expensive where the sensor's off to the side. This one was $10 and it seemed to be the best one for the price that I could find. So let's take these outside and I'll show you some different options and see how they do in the darkness. For a fixture like this one that has this smoked area and the bulb is facing down like this, you really can't use the spot. It's not going to look good and it won't even fit. So the only option you have is this. Now I am concerned whether or not the sensor will pick up somebody. We'll have to test that out. I'm not supposed to block the sensor, but the sensor's almost at the bottom. So we'll see how it does. I think if you come into it from about here, you're going to pick it up. I've had this SimpliSafe system for about 6 months now, maybe 7 months. I like it overall, but it does have some faults. Number one major fault is on these outside cameras. It's really dark out here without any extra lights. I don't want to keep my lights on all night long. That's why I'm putting these sensor lights up along this porch area in order to trigger the lights as somebody approaches. That way we can get some good recordings and increase our security. But I don't want to turn the lights on all the time and burn up a lot of electricity. Along this porch area we have 4 lights. So I'm going to put lights in each one of these and see how it goes. Just like the bulb in my stairway, I've got it for motion and dusk to dawn on. So I'll put that up above here. So that's installed. And then the regular bulbs down here, because that's what I have. If I like the spot, which is now installed up there, better than I do the regular bulbs, I'll just swap it out after this test. Here's the regular bulb installed on one side of the door here, and then the other side of the door is the regular flood. Now all I have to do is wait until it gets dark. Since these are dusk to dawn bulbs, in addition to motion bulbs, I'm going to turn on the lights now and see if they turn off. Alright, lights are on, and they all shut off, because they sensed it's light outside, even though it's an overcast day. I'll walk underneath and see if it trips the lights. Nope, so the lights aren't triggering during the day. Now all we have to do is wait until it gets dark and see how all of these work. This is what it's like with no lighting, except for the lighting on the post on the driveway. Okay, so I'm walking up the house. The only light that's on is the post light next to the driveway. Going up the sidewalk. Those 2 lights turn on first, come up, floodlight comes on, and then the far light comes on. I thought that the floodlight was going to be better than these other regular bulb lights with sensors, but they're just as good. In fact, the cone on this, for some reason, is more narrow, like this way. Maybe it's being blocked by the post. So that's something to consider when you're putting the lighting in. But you can see as I move around, and I tested it, I sat in this chair, the lights went off, and all I did is move my head a little bit, and that triggered that light and triggered that light. So these are super sensitive to motion. I like it. This is a dark, rainy night, and I'm in the area where the light is. I'm actually touching the light now. I don't know if you can even see me. So now we'll put the sensor on. Okay, so now the sensor's gone off, and we're going to see when it triggers as I go up the stairs of the deck. I'm 1, 2, 3, I'm on the 4th stair down from the deck. And now you can see me, get a good picture. The security camera is getting a great picture, and there you go. This works great. The sensor on the bottom picked me up on the 4th stair before I got to the top of the deck. That's pretty good. These lights with the sensors, highly recommended. For lights like this, you definitely have to go with the bulb. I'm not sure I'm sold on the floodlight because I think the sensor on these bulbs are much better than the floodlight is. Although the floodlight worked great on my stairs. $5, floodlight $10 to $15. Your choice on what you want to do for your application, but you can see that these sensors work great from dusk to dawn. If it's dark enough, you're going to get this kind of lighting so that you can record things or scare away thieves or bad people, critters, whatever it is, before they think about going any further. Thumbs up and comments, always appreciated. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in the evaluation of all sorts of technology, making and breaking things, designs of all kinds, I even do costumes, cosplay, and props. Check out my channel and please subscribe, because you never know what technology you're gonna see. This light makes all the difference for security cameras at night, both on the front porch where it's nice and big, lots of windows, or back here, less windows, but a confined area that's maybe hidden that you want to make sure is secure and safe.